Tearing out pieces of me to replace the broken pieces of you. Tearing out. Hello, wealthy family, and welcome to today's Mindset Monday. Thank you for coming and sharing some time with me. I appreciate and love you all. So, today we are going to talk about how to allow your mind to evolve past the pain and the trauma of your life. Okay? If you're anything like me, you've had a lot of questions. You've wondered, why me, right? Why am I experiencing this pain with my children and all I've done was ever love them? Why am I experiencing this pain with my partner when all I've done was try to be a good, partner to them? Why am I experiencing this pain from my family when all I've tried to do was be a good daughter, sister, husband, brother, uncle, auntie? Why is it that they can't see the goodness that I'm trying to do? Why is it that I only receive pain back? What is it that I am doing, or what is it about me that is causing these things to come to me? Why? And it's not bad to question those things, but it's just a matter of how you frame the question. Because you don't want to frame those questions to make you seem like a victim, which is examples of the statements I just made, right? That's a victim mentality. That makes it seem as if those framed questions makes it seem as if it's something wrong with you, okay? And that things are just happening to you. Instead of viewing it that way, you should view things as though they're happening for you. What was the lesson in it? And when I first heard that, I was like, listen, there's no lesson in me getting my head beat into the wall. There's no lesson in me getting into little squabbles and fights. There's no lessons of my siblings not wanting to hang out with me, right? There's absolutely nothing in there for me to learn, right? But I had to look at it from a different way. I had to realize that it wasn't happening to me, it was happening for me. See, when we incarnate into this world, we choose to do so to learn something, so that we can evolve, so that we can grow. That's everyone's purpose here, okay? In some shape, way, or form, you are experiencing things the way that you are so that you can learn and grow from it. And you never see growth from comfortability. You can never be comfortable and grow. There must be pain in some shape, way, or form in order for something to come forth. When you came into this world through your mother, she experienced pain. When you first started growing your teeth as a baby, you experienced pain. When you first started learning to walk, you experienced pain. But from that, it helps you grow. There is truth in the saying, what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. Because those experiences is allowing you to grow. Your soul wants to experience certain things in order for you to grow. And sometimes if we don't get, well, not sometimes, all the time, if we don't get that and allow our mind to be framed around that and wrapped around it, we will keep experiencing the same things over and over and over in order to learn a lesson. Once I realized what my lesson was and me going through abusive relationships, whether it was emotionally abusive or physically abusive, once I saw what it was that I needed to learn from that, again, we're not absolving, beautiful butterfly. That doesn't absolve anyone from what it is that they did. It doesn't absolve them from their responsibility, but it allows me to take on my side, my responsibility, so that I can learn, right? So that I can grow. I realized that I made a contract in order to experience these things so that I can be a better energetic being, so I can help others be better energetic beings, right? So although it takes two to tango, per se, if I didn't experience those things, if I didn't go through those things, I would not be able to know firsthand how to help others and how to help myself. Once I found those lessons and I got the message that was in it for me, I was able to move past it, and now I'm no longer experiencing it. And I can recognize when someone is trying to bring me back to that level or bring me back to that space. I can recognize when someone is gaslighting me. I can recognize when someone has abusive traits or tendencies. And I can speak to that person that may be on the other end of it and say, hey, you don't have to go through this. You don't have to experience it in this way. You can be strong enough. You can walk away and you will still be whole and complete. I promise you that there's light on the other side of the tunnel, because if I can do it, you can do it. Me coming from a sheltered place, me being what you would call naive in my earlier years, right? Just thinking everything was ice cream and lollipops, right? And everything was categorized the good people and the bad people, right? I had to quickly learn that's not the way things go. There are some gray areas in there. And once I was able to garner that, I was able to move past the pain and not look at it like a victim, but as a victor. I am victorious over these things. And now when I come up against situations again, I can now say, oh, you know what? I know how to handle this, and I know how to be a champion behind it. I know how to be better than this situation and not allow my mind to keep me trapped in this never-ending cycle loop of questions. I know how to answer this question, how to answer the question, or how to frame the question rather, of what is it that this experience is teaching me? What is it that this person is here to show me? Sorry, my phone alert. And when I looked, it's 1:11. Isn't that so funny? Okay. Right? What is it that I'm supposed to be growing from? What traits is it about you that I don't like, that I also display in others? Right? Because things that you don't like in other people is usually things that you don't like within yourself. But because people don't like to take accountability for their actions, right? Because now when you start to take accountability instead of pushing it off on other people, now it's you. You have to get your own ish together, right? And that's not something that is widely accepted, right? That's not mainstream ideology, right? We're mostly shown that we should absolve responsibility and push it off into something else. It's always these outside circumstances. It's always, my grandparents were this way, or, this is just how my parents were, or this is what I saw my uncles or my aunties do, so this is what it is that I do, right? We have these curses or this trauma that's beseeched against us, and it's just giving us excuses to stay in the same mediocre type of environment. And your soul wants to grow from that. But if you don't start to recognize that, you're going to be caught in that never-ending loop of pain. And you do not need to be in agonizing pain in order to grow. I know it sounds so simple when I say it, but it took a lot of work for me to get through this. It took time for me to get through this, for me to reprogram myself and brainwash myself into realizing that is nothing happens to me, but it's happening for me. It's always a blessing or a lesson. What is it? It quite literally falls in that category. But when we continue in this, family curses or generational curses, or, everything always happens to me, or, pain is pleasure type thing, when we keep going through that over and over and over, we're going to be destined to repeat it over and over and over. And if you're anything like me, I like pain in certain situations, but not mental pain, right? I've been told I have a high threshold for pain, right? When I get my tattoos, or even when I gave birth, I didn't really have any medicine to kind of numb that, right? When I had tooth pain, I didn't really numb that, because on some subconscious level, I was like, well, this pain is me. It's what I need. It's what I deserve. It's what I need to bring into, right? I have a high tolerance for it. But mental pain, mental anguish is not something that we need to hold on to. And if we keep framing these questions and looking at ourselves as victims, we're going to continue to go in this loop, in this cycle, looking for people to save us when you are the savior that you're looking for. Just learn to ask the right questions in a different way and see yourself as a victor. Because as of today, as of this moment, as of 1:11 as of June 21st at 1:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you have been victorious over your worst days of your life. Every single day that you had that's like, this is the worst day of my life, you're still standing here. You may still be feeling the effects from it, but you're still standing, and you're probably stronger from it. So just remember that every time you want to play yourself a pity party, you want to ask why you're experiencing these things, know that it's because your soul wants to grow. Your soul wants to learn, and there's a lesson in it from you. And you cannot grow from comfortability. There is some type of discomfort and pain in the process, but it is beautiful. And every time you experience something painful, it just ups your pain thresholds. Okay, wealthy family, that's all that I have for you today, this Mindset Monday. I hope this brings some relief to you. I hope this brings some comfort to you, and you're able to see that things are not always against you. You do have support, and you do have people and beings on your side, although you may not always see them, right? They're here by your side to help you elevate and grow. So until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.